everyone, welcome back to Matrix Engineers. In this video, I'm going to show you how to configure a DHCP server on a Cisco router. Guys, now we can start. So you see this is a Cisco packet tracer, and this is you're going to use this router, and you're going to use one switch that is going to be directly connected to Cisco router. So you're going to need different computer here. So you can connect on the similar devices. We use a straight through cable to connect them. So let's use this automatic cable. You see, guys, this is a network, and this is the router. You can have another interface that is connected for example, can have another interface that is connected to internet. Let's suppose this is the internet, and on this side, let's say this is the internet, but you don't need that. You don't need this internet. Let you manage the inside network. So guys, as you see, suppose that you are network administrator. You are going to configure the network of big institutions like universities and the other companies, and there are so many computers and machines, and there are many computers, so they need to be on the network, or they need to access the internet. So guys, as a network engineer, it will require you to configure the DHCP, because you cannot assign IP address to the IP address configuration to the every client machine. For those, in university, for example, there are so many students. You will not go to their phones to give their phone IP addresses. You will not go to every student machine to assign IP addresses. So that's why we use the DHCP. It simplifies the works of assigning IP address to the client machines automatically. So guys, now let us start. You're going to start by enabling this. You're going to use this network. Let's use this network 192.168.10.0. This is the network that you're going to use. So let's do configurations. You're going to start by assigning on this interface IP address the default gateway. So now you're in a user exec mode. We are going to move to user privileged mode here. So now you're going to go in or to enter into global configuration mode. We use configure terminal. So after that, we are going to create the range of excluded IP address, the IP address that DHCP will not use. So we use the IP DHCP excluded address. It is 192. We are going to use 192.168.10.1, and you wait as pass. This is the range of IP address that DHCP will not provide automatically. So let's use 192.168.10.15. Exclude, sorry, here we have to put excluded. So you see, guys, we do this, we exclude this IP address to prevent DHCP to assign this range of IP address to. It is the IP address that we use on special devices that doesn't need to change their IP address, like servers, like printers and other things. We assign them the IP address from this range, from 1 up to 15. So what you're going to do now, we are going to create a DHCP pool. So DHCP pool, it is a pool of IP address that the DHCP server can assign to the client. So let's do that. IP DHCP pool, then pool name, let's call pool name matrix network. This is the pool name. So now we are going to specify the network and the subnet mask for the DHCP pool. So network is 192.168.10.0 with subnet mask of 255.255.255.0. So now what you're going to do, we are going to define the gateway that the network will use. So we are going to define the default gateway. It is the router IP that will be assigned to the client. So we use this command, default router, and you're going to use 192.168.10.1. You see, guys, this IP, we will assign this IP to this interface here, because this is the gateway. This is the gateway of this network. This computer, in order to reach to the internet, it must pass it through there. This is the internal network. We can have external network on the internet. So this is the gateway. You know, if you have a house, you have a gut. For example, it is an example. So guys, after that, we are going to specify the DNS server IP address that a client machine will use. So let's use a Google DNS-server 8.8.8.8. This is an example. You can use yours, no problem. So now what you're going to do, you're going to set the domain name. For example, let's use a domain name matrix.net. This is an example. So guys, after that, let us exit, do W, do write memory, we are saving, but you can also use this right? So now we finish to configure the DHCP server. Now what we need, you are going to enable this interface with its IP address. First Ethernet is 0/0. So guys, config terminal interface first Ethernet 0/0 IP address 192.168.10.1 subnet mask 255.255.255.0 no shutdown. So guys, yeah, you can save, then you exit. So now you see the interface is now up. So we are going to see if our DHCP is working. You see now we have the static IP. It is where we have to type the IP address, IP configurations on a client machine. You know, you cannot assign IP address to every devices in your network. For example, those devices that are connected to Wi-Fi, others in a network. So that's why we use the DHCP. So we are going to see if the DHCP server we configured there is working. So we have to click here. You see, now we have IP address. You see, it is starting with a 16. As we told the DHCP that it is not allowed to take the IP address from 192.168.10.1 up to 192.168.10.15. So it has to start from 16 up to 154. You see the subnet mask, and you see the default gateway, this default gateway, and you see the DNS server we configured. So let's do it on other computer also. You see 17. You see 18. And I have 19. So 20. So guys, this is how when you reach on when you are in the company of your telephone and other things, that is how you get the IP address that allow you to be connected to the network. So guys, if you're more interested, do subscribe, because we do many things. We recover all Cisco product devices that's possible. We create many things like site-to-site VPN, IPsec. We do different routing configurations. We do the static route, dynamic routes. We do switching method. We do spanning tree protocol. We do VTP domain, VTP server, VTP client, VTP client. There are so many things that we do. There's so many things. Do subscribe if you're more interested and if you want to learn. Thank you guys for watching, but let's try to test. Let's try to ping 192.168.1 no .10.6017. You see, it is reachable, guys. You see, so let's try to ping. Let's try to ping the default gateway. I'm sorry, the default gateway ping 192.168.10.1. You see, we can reach there. Guys, do subscribe. You will get if you have any suggestion of what you need to know, you can also write in the comment about that. Thank you guys, do subscribe.